All right, people. I want y'all to listen up real quick. Pay attention to this.
The leader of the NFAC militia, Grandmaster J, has been arrested on federal charges after allegedly pointing an assault rifle at federal agents and LMPD officers during a protest rally that happened in September. These are the actual photographs authorities included with their court document today, allegedly showing the incident, according to police. Now, what you're seeing in the photos, Johnson allegedly pointing his long rifle upward at authorities who were on a rooftop above him. The criminal complaint claims Grandmaster J, whose real name is John Johnson, forcibly assaulted and interfered with federal officers on September 4th, the day before the Kentucky Derby, when the group was in town protesting. From our coverage of that day, this is Jay speaking in September about the event.
Protesters aren't orderly. Protesters aren't organized. Protesters are emotional. Protesters are destructive because people can sneak in.
Johnson is currently being held in the Oldham County Corrections Facility. He appeared before a federal judge at 4 this afternoon, and at the moment, he remains in custody with another hearing scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Johnson could face up to 20 years in prison with the current charges.
All right, so as you can see, and I got to apologize to the brother from NFAC because I was treating the brother like he was suspect. And it's basically because, you know, I'm not really too trusting of people nowadays, because I feel like the leaders that they give us is the leaders, or rather the leaders that we have is the ones they give us. So I'll be skeptical on who's leading our community, who's stepping up to the forefront. I'll be paranoid. So my apologies to the brother, because it's obviously now that he was just stepping up for our people as a leader and trying to be on the forefront. That's obviously because this brother didn't do nothing. They said he pointed a gun at police officers in September. Police. So he pointed a gun at police, and now y'all wait till now. Y'all wait till now to lock this brother up. I wonder why. So, okay, right, so check it now, right? Because I know I'm not bugging. He didn't do nothing but stand out there legally with his armed guns. But this armed militia runs up and takes a whole federal building. Matter of fact, I'll play it for you real quick.
Tonight, an anti-government militia has taken over a federal building in Burns, Oregon. They're threatening a deadly battle over ranchers' rights. Several protesters were also part of an armed standoff in Nevada in 2014. Here's Jennifer Dowling of our Portland affiliate, Coin.
This is the Constitution. That's what we're up here for, the Constitution.
Our militia set up camp at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge headquarters. They say to seize land the federal government did not have authority to purchase.
Constitution!
That building is the people's building.
How long will you stay?
As long as it's necessary.
Group leader Ammon Bundy posted this Facebook video earlier this week.
But this is not a time to stand down. It is a time to stand up and come to Harney County. We need your help.
Yesterday, at least 100 protesters showed up to support Dwight Hammond and his son, Stephen.
Go Hammond! Yeah!
The men were convicted of arson after starting what they called controlled burns on the ranch in 2001 and 2006. They served time, but a judge recently ordered the two back to prison for about 4 more years.
Don't know what to say. It just seems like a little overreach for having burned 127 acres.
The two say the Bundys don't speak for them, and they plan to surrender peacefully tomorrow.
We're here to stand up for our brothers and sisters and show the world, show America that we stick together.
The protest spread to the nearest wildlife refuge.
Get out of here, you coward!
Ammon Bundy's father, Cliven, had his own legal dispute with federal officials over grazing permits in Nevada in 2014. That developed into a confrontation between militia members and law enforcement. Now, Ammon Bundy says the militiamen plan to occupy this wildlife refuge for years until Harney County residents can claim their rights to the land.
When government steps outside of its bounds that the people have given it, that it is the duty of the people to put that government back in its place.
It's unclear how many are in the militia group, but members say using weapons is not out of the question if authorities try to force them out. Jeff?
Thank you.
This is Todd.
Hi. So, as you can see, this militia took over land in federal buildings and held it hostage. No arrest. And I ain't talking about the arrest for the two white dudes that got locked up for arson. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the whole militia that took over the federal building and took land and said they wasn't going anywhere. Nothing happened to them. So the NFAC leader, right? Now he's in prison facing over 22 years for pointing a gun at a police officer in September. All he was out there doing was demonstrating. Gang members all over America, Casanova and the apes, the gorillas, the apes, the ape stones. 18 of them locked up. I need for you people to pay attention to what's going on. 18 of them locked up, right? So now you got Casanova and his crew locked up. Bobby Smurda and his crew locked up. Rod Diggs and his crew locked up. Cardi B and Star Brim and Deadeye and their crew. Well, Star Brim is home, but Deadeye and their crew locked up. Anybody, and y'all need to pay attention to what's going on. Anybody that can organize a group of blacks outside of Black Lives Matter, Mike Saw and Tamika Mallory, are going to jail. Y'all don't see it yet? Anybody that is in position to organize groups of black people, except Black Lives Matter and Antifa, now they done cause arsons and all types of rioting and lootings all through America. None of them are getting locked up. But these gangs are being targeted. And anybody like the leader of NFAC, you don't see Mike Song going to jail. Tamika Mallory got on. Tamika Mallory got on live TV and said, burn AutoZone, burn Target. No arrest. They got her as the poster girl for black people. But all of the brims, the hats, like any gang and any gang leader right now in America, my advice to you is run. If you in a leadership position and you in a gang in America, you better run. You better get low. Casanova, I read some of the charges that he was being charged with. Casanova's in jail for basically being gang affiliated. Some of the charges that they read was because he was promoting the gang through his music. So Cass is in jail for having pictures of guns in his cloud, being a felon. He's in jail for being affiliated, gang affiliated, and promoting the gang. Cass didn't do nothing. Him and 18 people was in jail. The NFAC leader just got locked up. Anybody in position to lead people that is black, you are in trouble. You better run. Matter of fact, you better lay low. You better lay low. Everybody that's feeling this video, that can hear and you can see what I'm saying to you, you need to share this video because they are slowing down my video. They only want to push celebrity gossip, and they've been punishing me, cutting my money on those videos because they realize that I mastered talking about these topics and waking the people up. So they slowing my videos down. You have to break that algorithm by hitting the notification bell, by sharing these doggone videos, by commenting. Say something. Talk in the comment section. Let the people know that you're there so we can see the difference in the views. Because this message right here is for our brothers and sisters. Regardless of whether these dudes in gangs or not, they are our brothers and sisters, and we need them out here on the battlefield with us. There's a lot going on in America. United we stand, divided we fall. Understand that. At the end of the day, when you sit back and you think about the brother from NFAC going to jail and facing 22 years in jail because he pointed a rifle up at the roof, he didn't shoot, no nothing. He just held a rifle. And he's facing 22 years in jail. There's something more to this than meets the eye. Every group of black people who are in a position to lead and organize, who are not puppets of Black Lives Matter and George Soros, is going down. The brother Wolf that's in the penitentiary, that's the leader of the apes, already had 50 years in jail. So now they take him out of jail. He's in jail and charge him for racketeering. He already got 50 years. Y'all don't see what's going on? My advice to everybody that's in a position, stop talking too much over social media. Lay low. Lay low. Get low and get money. Stop talking over the phone. See, that's another thing too I need for y'all to understand. The reason why Cass and his crew went down, because these lames was talking over the phone. It's 2020. Technology is your worst enemy. Shut up. You talk too much. The more that I know, the more I say less. The more that I grow, the more that they test. Shout out to my brother Lord Akim, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. If you go outside, get the necessities that you need and creep back in. Now is not the time to go to jail.